Hey everybody, welcome back. We have a major announcement coming, so do me a favor. Stick around to the end of this episode. You're not going to want to miss this. Welcome to Brisbane, Australia. Yes, I'm in Australia at the Rivergate Marina in Brisbane. Flew down this morning just ahead of the cyclone that's about to hit the coastline. And we are at the Rivergate Marina just outside of downtown Brisbane to take a look at another Beneteau FAR 57, a boat called Vanishing Point that I have really high hopes for. I'm excited to see this boat. But even better than that, when we're done here today, we're going to head down to Stradbroke Marina, or Stradbroke Yachts, to see if we can't meet up with Brian from SV Delos and spend a little bit of time down there with them and check out their new boat that they're building. I'm excited about this. It's going to be a great day. Let's get after it.
She's pretty keen to get it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a lot of expenses and
right.
She's not into sailing.
Okay.
We took it out here to do the photo shooting.
Right.
That was in December. Other than that, we stayed here. Fair bit of interest. It's pretty, I mean, she's price-wise and the type of vessel is quite attractive.
It looks like she's been sitting a while.
Yeah, they've done a lot of upgrades in the last years, you know, before he got sick.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I don't know if you love it or you hate it, but the hard top.
I like it.
Yeah, it's one of the features. I even have people from Europe asking me photos they want to, you know, recreate it in Europe. You want to jump on board?
Yeah. I'm real curious about the decks too. Doesn't look like, I mean, they've been sanded, but not a lot. Beneteau didn't do a great job on the teeth. That's pretty standard, I think, for Beneteau, unfortunately.
The rigging was done in 2019.
Okay. So the rigging's all relatively new.
The new lithium system.
Oddly enough, see, these things always craze and crack. These are actually in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
I wonder if you changed that glass. I'm curious, if I bought a boat in Australia, how long can I leave it here before I have to get it out?
Yeah, we can sort it out. I don't think there's a big urgency. I think is it normally? I think in Europe is that 18 months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't know. I really like the way he did this.
back section of the deck is not as
Yeah, it's not as bad.
There's some sections that are like worse than others. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I mean, this is serviceable. You can use this.
So just this work.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got good electronics.
Yeah, there was a thing also replaced quite recently. Yeah, that was in 2023. They installed the.
Okay.
This is 16 inches.
So it's got the dishwasher. That's a new fridge. That's nice.
Here you got that fridge.
Yeah.
The freezer to the right.
Yeah, he's got a panel that's coming up. Easy fix. It definitely needs a lot of cleanup. But honestly, it doesn't, I mean, it's just cleanup. Somebody is going to have a really nice boat when this is done. You have another 57?
There's another one. I'm not sure if it's because this listing is also managed by the Mika and Greg that are from Sydney.
Right.
And I'm not sure if it's the one managing the one in Melbourne as well, or there's someone else selling a 57 in Melbourne.
Okay. So he's got a lot of batteries on this thing, huh?
Yeah, they're all in that room there.
Man, what a setup. This is nice.
Yeah, that was the real
Servo GX,
upright.
3 MPPTs, DC to DC, 2 DC to DC chargers, distributor. And then you've got 3 other distribution panels. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice setup. Nice water maker, great battery setup. Wow.
And then you have the second access to the engine room here.
Clean and dry. Yeah, it just needs a lot of cleanup.
The wind is starting to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, aircon in this.
Yeah, I'm curious if the air conditioners all work.
Yeah, I turn it on for you. This one.
There should be, what, 5 of them in this boat? Oh, there we go. Man, nice commodes. Wow. I'm impressed with how much money was spent on this boat. It's too bad it's not clean.
Yeah,
These are
definitely
switches.
wasn't his plan to get sick and
Yeah.
live as well.
Right. Yeah, looks cool. I mean, I like the boat. I got to think about what it would cost to get it all cleaned up. It does need a lot of cleanup. I mean, the nice thing is you spent so much money on it that it's just cleanup.
If you want to have another look at the engine.
Yeah, I like the boat.
So the table come off and you can store it under the
Yeah.
seat here.
So that's a VHF, right?
Have you got some big trips in mind that you would like to
We are actually. So I retire in 2 years. The Olympics are in LA
Yeah.
that year.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan is to stay there for the Olympics, and then we'll leave right after the Olympics. And we're going to sail south, spend some time in Mexico, go down to French Polynesia. We'd like to end up over here for the Olympics here.
Do the double Olympics.
So we could see them there,
Yeah,
and then
and
sail
here.
over and see them here 4 years later.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the plan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to do a little research and see what it would cost to get this thing cleaned up. Can I take this?
Yeah, that's for you.
Okay.
Look, if you have to keep it here, it probably will be. Now you got the strength, US dollars
Right.
strong.
Yeah.
Probably would make sense to understand if it's worth, do the cleanup here. And,
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I would leave it here, do all the work here, and then somehow get it back over to Mexico. Probably to Ensenada. Being that teak is screwed in, I'd be worried about intrusion, rot in the deck.
Yeah.
The problem is you pull the deck up, you really don't know what's under it until you pull it up.
Yeah.
So that makes me a little nervous because you just don't know what you're getting into. But the boat has so much more to offer. Really, it's really set up well. You did a lot of work. It's just got so much to it. I see a lot of potential. Surprise. I'm back on aeronautical, back in the U.S. Unfortunately, the Cyclone Alfred down in Brisbane was making landfall right about the time I was heading down to see Brian on Delos, and didn't get any filming done down there. We'll get another chance. He was gracious enough to give me a tour of Delos 2.0. What an awesome boat. I'm really looking forward to following his channel and seeing what they do to bring that thing to completion. It's going to be a fantastic boat. But we have some very exciting news to share with you, because Aeronautical is now for sale. We have Vanishing Point under contract, and we're going to be moving forward with a purchase of that new boat, and we are super, super excited. It is going to need a little bit of upgrades. It does need some work. Fortunately, that boat mechanically is in exceptionally good condition. It just needs some cosmetic repair, and we're looking forward to taking care of all of that. Some of it we're probably going to do while it's still down in Australia. Some of it we may do up in Mexico once we get the boat back across the Pacific. But we are planning on completing all of it before we bring it home to LA. So we're going to take you along for all of that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really, really looking forward to it. And I can tell you that boat, when we are done, it is going to be phenomenal. It's a beautiful boat. It's got a little bit of a history because it has sailed in the Sydney to Hobart race a couple of times, and that's going to be kind of fun to share with everybody. And we both have some ideas of projects that we want to complete on her to bring her up to spec for us. We are going to be painting the hull. That boat has the original dark blue, typical Beneteau dark blue hull, and as you know, those hulls fade quite a bit. We are also going to have to do something with the teak decks. While they're serviceable right now, it won't be too long before we're going to have to tackle that project, which, as you could probably imagine, is a major, major undertaking. So we're going to be taking a look at options for either replacing that teak or going with possibly a synthetic teak. And Karmen has some ideas about what she wants to do on the interior, because it is eventually going to be our home. So you want to tell them a little bit about that?
Well, just thinking about what we need to live comfortably, since it'll be our home. There are certain things that I want to have, new mattresses, the upholstery redone, maybe some carpet. My brother's a marine architecture, so he could maybe help us reconfigure a few things in the galley. Just make it homey, give it our personality, so it just doesn't look like a generic boat, since it will be our home.
It is going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to take you along for the remainder of the purchase process. We're going to be flying down there fairly soon to haul the boat out and complete the survey. And then we're going to be doing a sea trial with her as well. And then, because we're purchasing a boat outside of the U.S., there's going to be quite a few legal issues that we're going to have to, or legal hurdles that we're going to have to jump through. And we're going to try and bring as much detail on that process as we can. Once we have the closing done, like I said, we're going to take care of some few projects down in Australia, and then probably have her taken over across the Pacific over to Mexico to complete the rest of the work. We're not quite sure. We haven't made that final decision yet, because we have a few options there. We can either put her on a ship, have it shipped over. We could hire a delivery captain, or even potentially sail the boat over ourselves, and we haven't made a decision yet how we're going to accomplish that. But it's going to be a fun process. We're really looking forward to it. In the meantime, as I said, Aeronautical is for sale. The best 42cc on the market today, and I can tell you there aren't very many of them. So if it's a boat that you're considering, you might want to come take a look at Aeronautical. I don't think you'd be very disappointed. In the meantime, we're going to be taking some friends on board next weekend, because Sail GP is in town, and we're going to be taking Aeronautical out to the exclusion zone, and we're going to be partying with the Sail GP crew next weekend. And we are super, super excited about that. So we're going to bring all of that to you, and we hope you enjoy it. Thanks for coming along. See ya.
Bye.